Okay, guys, can you hear me now? Like I had the mic on mute. Apologies. So you guys probably didn't hear what I was saying for the past 5 minutes or so. Welcome to the show, guys. Like, apologies. It's good. Thank you for letting me know, Ralph. Thank you for letting me know. I had the mic on mute, but back now. Apologies. Um, so I was saying, weekly strong candle. We closed above 17K at last. At last, we closed above 17K. It's been 3 weeks since we did that. So this is not a bad thing, okay, for the short term. I'm not saying like we're out of the woods when it comes to the long term because of this candle. We'll see how this develops, but on the weekly, I love how the Eastern indicators are looking right now. On top of that, histogram still looking, positive. MACD's still looking bullish. We still have some nice divergence on one of the oscillators. So weekly is actually looking good for the first time in a while. So keep that in mind, guys. This is not a bad thing when it comes to the short term. That's why I think we could see a continuation, of this rise. So keep that in mind. I'm not saying we're out of the woods when it comes to the long term, but looks like it when it comes to the short term, okay? And guys, welcome to the show. I had it on mute. Thank you, Ralph, for letting me know. Welcome to the show. If you find value in the contents that I bring, do not forget to subscribe, like, and hit that bell. It's one way to support the stream, and I hope you guys have had a good weekend and so on and so forth. Me myself, I'm still a bit under the weather, but I thought I should like go live for the weekly candle close since there are a lot of nice things that I see, and if you guys want to continue the discussion with like-minded people, just head over to the description section and you'll see the Discord link there. I can probably put it out here as well on the chat. Just hold on. Like, luckily Ralph told me that the mic was not working, otherwise it would have been me speaking for like an hour or so without knowing. Hold on. So I'm just linking the Discord. There you go. So anybody who wants to continue the discussion with like-minded people, go ahead and join the Discord. We got some a group of smart people who want to thrive, who want to advance in life, who want to learn. So go ahead and just join it and I'll see you there. Back to the TA. On the daily, our site is close to neutral, which is fine. The bearish divergence though, the bearish divergence that we kind of had is actually about to be invalid, if we can close anywhere above $17,200 at least. And I'm being very conservative because it's better to be conservative, but I like how everything is forming out. Like the weekly candle close was the most important one. So I think we are gonna see some fuel coming in, which will make this give this a good push, a bit more push to the upside. And I'm gonna talk about the levels and so on and so forth, but first let's dissect things. So we have some, resistance around the $17,200, even on the 4 hourly. If we can close above it, it would be another confirmation that this week might be the beginning of a nice week, when it comes to the short-term time frames, shorter time frames, yeah. Histogram, we just started, getting some positive momentum on the histogram, and MACD just turned bullish on the 4 hourly time frame as well. RSI is in bullish territories, okay, at last. But guys, we need a close above 17,164 at least to be a bit more conservative, $17,200. But we need a 4 hourly close above 17,168, $170 around these levels to kind of kill this bearish divergence that we see. Okay, otherwise you might see a bit of a pullback and so on. But we will talk about support levels and resistance levels and so on. Important thing is, since my last stream, we had PA showing us that it was respected, and I had a shorts video out as well, and I did say that we can come all the way to 16,730. Guys in the Discord, those of you who are in the Discord group, I already spoke about this and showed you a chart as well. So we did come there, we bounced out of this level, we didn't break all the way to this key level right here, which would have been a sign telling you to be very, very cautious. But luckily it held up these areas, so it's fine. So far it's fine, but we have to get above $17,200. Okay, just hold on, guys. I'm just gonna have a sip of water. Hold on. So far, the most important thing is this: Bitcoin closing above $17,000. It hasn't done that in around 3 weeks. So seeing this with a strong candle, with histogram still being positive, with MACD still being bullish, I can keep on going. All these things are nice nice confirmations, or confirmations that the bulls want to see for this to go a bit higher. So now let's get into the resistance and support levels, yeah, because most of the time it's respected. And let's see now. So we have resistance around this level, guys, that has not changed, okay, between 17.5 to around 17,000, $600, $620, just to be a bit more conservative. We still have resistance there. It hasn't changed, but if we break above this level, okay, and this is on the daily, if we break above $17,610, and I'm being conservative now, there's really not much holding us until these levels next, okay, to start with. So we can come all the way to 18,500, dollars. Let's just say between 18,200 to $18,500, okay? Then we are gonna meet some major resistance, key level resistance, okay? Around 18,800 to 18,900, let's just say, 19K-ish levels, okay? Around that range. But if that breaks, guys, like if we can have a daily close above that one, I think even a 4 hourly close above 19.4, um, see eventually again, like this is very possible right now by the way look things are looking. See eventually around 20,500-ish to start with, but yeah, I wouldn't even be surprised if we go all the way to 22.5. Like, and I'm talking, short term, like, because look, when it comes to Bitcoin, if I say long term, if I say like long term, people are gonna confuse it with the bottom being in. That's why I'm being careful with my words because I still do not see that. Like, look at this, guys. Let me just, do a fast cover up. This is one, bearish candle, okay? So last monthly closed with a bearish candle. Fine. On top of that, we still have negative momentum on the histogram. Like that hasn't changed. MACD is still bearish, okay? We are still below neutral. Like just because we see some, nice divergence going on, it doesn't mean, like I told you last time in my stream, it doesn't mean we can't, pull all the way back down. So keep that in mind. So I'm still, saying that long term, it doesn't look like we're out of the woods yet. If we are, I'm gonna do my best to come back, and let you guys know and so on. But now we're talking weekly, we're talking, and when I say short term, I'm talking about a few weeks, this month, next month, at least this month, okay? Let's start with that. So I don't mean, long term. So keep that in mind, okay? Because I don't want people, to be confused in any type of way. There's a difference when I say, long term. There's a difference when I say short term when it comes to the Bitcoin, price action right now, okay? Anyways, so 40 is being respected. That's what I like. When it comes to the support, let's, zoom into the 4 hourly and hourly instead. Otherwise, it's going to be a bit more, complicating for you guys. So we do have support. Well, right now, we do have some new support. Let me just throw this out. Okay. So for now, we do have some support around, 17.1 to, well, $17,000. If that breaks, we can very well, come back to 16.8 to 16.7, around these levels. Okay, that's very possible. But for now, things are like I'm very much leaning for a rise, if anything. So chart is looking like it's in favor of the bulls right now. Yes, long term, still risk is to the downside, like that hasn't changed much, but otherwise it's looking fine. 4 hourly moving averages, as you guys can see, short term is above the midterm still, which is a nice, well, sign for the bulls. And on the daily, it's starting to curl up. I'm looking at my other screens. It's starting to curl up. I don't know if you guys can see it here. Probably not, because I have other sorts of settings on the moving averages. But I'm looking at the ones people usually use. And it's starting to curl up. It's far away from the midterm. And I'm talking about the short term, okay? The short term is far away from the midterm, but it's starting to curl up. But look, like I told you guys last time, when the moving averages are looking anything like this and price action is far from, the moving averages, it's pretty much bearish. When you see, this much gaps, it's pretty much still bearish, when it comes to the long term, okay? Let's have a look at the hourly and what levels we need to break above to see some more confirmation and whatnot. So on the hourly, we still have some resistance around, like, okay, on the hourly, there is another type of resistance, okay? We got resistance around 17,286 to $17,345. If we can break above this level, we're about to see some continuation, guys, okay? And when it comes to support, it's also around 17,100-ish to 17,000, dollars around these levels. But if that breaks, don't be surprised if we go all the way to $16,900 and so, because it's very much possible that's where we had some type of support, earlier. But that's fine. That's fine, okay? It would be an issue though. It would be an issue for the hourly chart if we close above $16,800, $16,770. That would be a completely different situation. Let me just, well, if I draw it, you guys might be confused, so I'm just gonna let it be, okay? But that's Bitcoin's TA in a nutshell, okay? It's not looking horrible. Like I told you since last week already, I like how this is forming, I like how this is turning, and so far he's being respected, so we can just chill and let the market do its own thing. This is good. This is good. Like I said, if the daily can close above $17,600, it's gonna be loading up to come to and retest, these levels of 18,500 to, well, 19K areas, because like we can easily come there if we have a daily close above $17,600. Okay, let's move on. The next thing, Ethereum. Pretty much looking like Bitcoin's chart, right? Prior daily candle, prior weekly candle, strong, candle. Histogram still looking positive. MACD still looking bullish. And we kind of have a nice, divergence also on Ethereum's chart. Like, then again, we know if Bitcoin gets a push, Ethereum won't be far behind, right? So we are still, like, I can't really say we are out of this level yet. Okay, thing is, look, this is what I don't like with the Ethereum's chart right now. The weekly candle close did not close above 1,285, dollars, $1,290. Closed a bit below it. We closed around $1,280. It's closed, okay, it's closed, fine. But I would have, liked it a bit more. I mean, bulls, it would have been better for the bulls if we actually closed above this one. But nevertheless, we cannot deny the fact that it's also looking positive compared to, past 3 weeks. So that's fine. Our size is still below neutral, okay? Back to the daily. Like we are above critical levels right now, but we need a daily close above, like for Ethereum to look good, because we are at resistance levels. That's what I don't like. We need to break out of this resistance area right here, okay, completely. And if we do that, I mean, we don't have much holding us when it comes to Ethereum. There's not much holding us until, let's say, well, okay, major thing first is we need a close above 1,200 and hold on, 1,200 and sorry, $1,340 to be a bit more conservative. Okay, if we can do that, um, we might come and retest 1,400 and $1,400 around these levels, but hmm, it's looking good on the weekly, but I can't say it's looking as stronger than Bitcoin's chart. It's not right now. We got some resistance around $1,340 also on the 4-hourly chart, guys. So, like, yeah, first resistance would be there, second resistance would be around, and this is the 4-hourly chart I'm talking about, would be around 1,380-ish to $1,400. If we break out of that level, though, if we can close a 4-hourly candle above $1,380 at least, okay, $1,380 at least. If you want to be a bit more conservative, 1,400 and see now, $10, okay, if you want to be a bit more conservative. Then there's not much holding us until these levels of 1,548 to $1,680. Okay, so very possible. But we are around resistance levels that I do not like. But look at this. There is some type of type B divergence going on, okay, on the histogram, and much going on the RSI, but RSI is in bullish territories, so you can take that with you, no divergence, but it's definitely in bullish territories. And MACD is like trying to be bullish, like it's trying to go for the bullish thing. That's why I said I can't say it's looking stronger than Bitcoin's, because if we head over to Bitcoin's chart right now, look at the MACD, it's already crossed, it's already looking bullish, okay? So a slight difference between Ethereum and Bitcoin. So we will see what happens. Looking at my other screens, this is the thing, guys. On the daily Ethereum chart, let me head over to the 4-hourly first. Oh no, let's take up the daily. The moving averages, I mean the ones that most people usually use, it's like it also looks like it's rising, but there's a big gap between the midterm, the short term, and also the midterm and the long term, okay? So I can't really say it's looking as strong as Bitcoin, but I like the weekly close, on Ethereum's chart as well. So chances are we might see a bounce, or not a bounce, because the bounce already started when we came to this level, held support like kings. Actually, this level, okay? Because I came out and I told you guys in the stream, Ethereum is holding, like a king still. We had resistance at the bottom of this channel. We came back down. We held the second support level, which is, even another, confirmation telling you, okay, it's looking good, because we are forming, lower highs, okay? Here and here. So we'll see what comes out of this. We just need the MACD to turn bullish and start having some positive momentum on the histogram as well. And if that happens, it's only gonna be good. But even on Ethereum, so far TA has been respected. So it's looking fine. When it comes to support levels, That hasn't changed much, really. Really, we do have some, new support, I guess, on the. Let me do this. On the 4 hourly, that is around, 1,260-ish dollars. Okay, if we break that level, we might pull back a little bit more to 1,230 levels. That's fine. We can't get mad. Even all the way to 1,000, $200 is fine. It's really fine. Like, we can't be scared if that happens, okay? Because it doesn't mean it's the end of it, okay? So 1,235, $37, it's fine. But let's see if we can hold this support, because this is gonna be the start of it going down if it breaks below this level right here. Let me bring a box instead. There you go. We break this one. Next support is around this one, and I mean, the daily support is around these areas as well, but I'm talking about the 4 hourly. Okay, if we break this one, next one would be around this one, and if we break this one, next one is around this one. Okay, 1,210, 1,214. Even if we wick down to 1,205 or $1,200, it's really not a big problem. But we are at resistance when it comes to Ethereum. That's why I need us, well, I need Ethereum to break above $1,340, for us, or for me to feel like, okay, but this is, kind of looking still fine, okay? So Ethereum also, so far, it's not looking bad. Let's head over to Bitcoin again and see what's going on. We are gonna be talking about some other altcoins, but I'm gonna keep it at a slow pace because I'm still a bit under the weather. I just wanted to come and update you guys with what's going on, and it's also the weekly candle close, so it's an important one. There you go. So far, it's looking. I mean, it's looking okay. We just need this close above $17,200, like $17,300 on, on the 4 hourly and daily. We do that, see around 17.6 for a start, and then it's just gonna continue. It's looking good, guys. Like I told you last week. I told you last week already. This is looking good. This is a good formation. So if you guys missed the stream, um, I'm sorry for you guys, but this was looking good, okay? Like we already had signs, looking at the Eastern indicators on the weekly, we already, had signs telling us that things are trying, to turn, to flip when it comes, to the short term, and I like that. But on the monthly, still, I can't say the same. We're still not out of the woods yet, so yeah, we gotta be a bit more cautious when it comes to the long term. But I like the weekly. I love the weekly. Okay, we usually also do live hypothetical trades because some of the community members, have questions, and sometimes they ask me how I'd play out some charts. And you guys know we always, kill the TA. By saying kill, I mean we make some, well, I make some, good analysis, and then, we just, I try to show it live to you guys so you guys can, take some valuable education with you. Well, I could just come out here and make it easier for myself and just go like target to the upside this and target to the downside this, and thank you for the stream and goodbye. But I'm really trying to give you value in the stream. Like, I hope you guys like it. I hope you find value in it. I hope you see a difference in your paper trades and so on, you know. Okay, hourly candle just closed. Another strong candle. Like, I can't be hating on this. Bitcoin is looking fine. If bears are still holding on to their shorts right now, let's say you went short at the worst possible area, which would be around 16.5, okay? 16.5. And then you completely neglect the fact that we actually had a close above 16.7, okay? And then you neglect also the fact that we closed above, you know, 16.9, around 17K. I feel sorry for you because you should have, like I always say, people should have their stop losses ready, because if not, it's just gonna bite you in the ASS, okay? So this is looking good, okay? So let's head over to other altcoins and see what's going on. Since we covered up Bitcoin, we covered up Ethereum as well. Let's have a look at Ripple. Since it's being delisted from Coinbase, let's see if that has had any effect on the chart, yeah? So, Ripple, let's start with the Western indicators. We are losing, you know, strength in the positive momentum, as you guys can see on the weekly. MACD is still bullish, but I'd be a bit careful. I'd be a bit careful. Of course, if Bitcoin grows up, it might pull some altcoins with it, like, you know, how history repeats itself. But RSI is still below neutral. Look, guys, there is not much when it comes to the divergence or so. Since the last stream, we still have on a weekly note, there's still bad divergence developing on XRP's chart. Like, the only way it's gonna be like invalid is if we can close above 0.858. Let's just say $0.86, okay? And we are far away from it right now, far away. So far, TA has been respected. Support levels have been respected, guys. Just so you know, until the next stream, probably in a few days, I am gonna be removing all this. Like, I've had it like stuck on the chart, so you guys can see how TA has been respected for all those weeks or months that we have been speaking about, you know, XRP or other markets or Bitcoin or whatnot. But I have to clean it up a little bit because it's getting clogged, okay? It's getting clogged. Like, there are a lot of things, and I think those of you following me, you probably, you know, are getting used to the way the charts look. But for the new people, I think this is a bit too confusing, okay? Like, I'm not sure, but it's a bit too confusing. So, I do not, look, I do not like this confusion going on when it comes to XRP. We still really couldn't close above 0.4, okay? So this candle closed at 0.3895, close to 0.4, but not 0.4, okay? It would have been a bit different if we closed above 0.4, but we got an indecision candle, okay? Volume is kind of, it's there but low. Let's give it 24 to 48 hours and we'll see what happens. Let's get on with the daily. Okay, so this support kind of held. You guys remember from the last, you know, stream we were talking about this one. So it held. We had a little bounce and so on, but I can't say I'm liking how XRP's chart is looking. We also have some nice, well, some bad divergence, going on. Only way it's gonna be invalid is if we break above 0.5. It's only on one of the oscillators, but nevertheless, we do have bad divergence on, one of them. Histogram, still positive, but we are losing strength. MACD is still looking bullish, but I'd be very, very cautious. Like I'm not feeling comfortable. Like if I was a bull right now on XRP, this is not a chart that would make me comfortable, okay? Just saying. Let's look. We have resistance around this level. I don't know if you can see this red, but we still have resistance around $0.3966, okay, on a daily, on a 4 hourly. So until we can close above this one at least, we won't be able to see 0.4, 0.42-ish dollars, okay, because that would be the next resistance, but we need a close, we need a 4 hourly close above that level. Um, Even on an hourly note, seems pretty much the same. We need a close above $0.4, okay, and I'm being conservative. So if we can close above $0.4, fine. Like, not much holding us until 0.41, 0.42. So that's XRP. You already know support levels, long term, and so on and so forth. That hasn't changed. If we break anywhere below 0.38-ish, 0.384 to 0.38-ish, we can come back and, retest recent lows or prior lows. That would be XRP. So we can move on to the next one. But now and then, I just want to have a look at Bitcoin and what's going on. We need an hourly, 4 hourly close, guys, above $17,200. I don't know how long I've been saying this. Like those of you who watch the streams, you've probably been hearing me say this for the past 2 weeks. We still need it. We still need it. Like for this, continuation to the upside on the 4 hourly, on the hourly, we still need it. Okay. Well, I don't know what you guys are doing. I'm just used to saying we, okay, since we are looking at the chart together, so, but I'm doing the one, doing the analysis, so excuse me. But yeah, just want to keep my eye on what's going on now and then, so we do not miss any slip or something like that. On the hourly, we do have some nice volume coming in also, so okay, like let's just see how this plays out. Let's see if the weekly TA is gonna be respected. Only time will tell. Let's have a look at Solana. Okay, okay, so look, I know many have lost hope when it comes to Solana, okay, but I'm not here for the fundamentals. Not here to tell you about the fundamentals. I'm just here to tell you about the TA, okay? And as long as, like, imagine if weekly would have closed above $15, it would have been awesome for Solana, because then we could have probably seen a continuation. Okay, let me remove this. We could have seen a continuation, but Right now, fine. Histogram still looking positive. MACD still looking bullish, okay, in general. Like RSI is not looking that good, okay? Nice hammer. Maybe the hammer will bring something with it. We'll see. We are holding support around these levels. Like there's demand obviously around these levels, as you guys can see. So we're still, around, ranging within the demand zone, okay? Um, this line was a critical line around 11,000, 11,000. Imagine Solana 11,000. I mean, $11.06 to, $11. If we break this one, see eventually around 9.3. But we are still ranging within the demand zone. Like, I don't know what I can. There's not much to discuss on Solana. Like, I'm trying to give you TA, but as long as we are below 14.9 or $15, there's nothing exciting, going on with Solana at all. Now we have some new resistance around 14.2. Old support, new resistance, okay, 14.2. So on the 4-hourly, if we break above, 14.2, see eventually around 14.9-ish, okay, that is very possible. Let's just say if we can break above 14.2 to $14.4, next one would be around 14.9-ish on a 4-hourly, okay? So I can just do this. There you go. We break above this one, see eventually around, 14.9. $15. Like not much to discuss unless we break out of that level. Then we can come and retest these levels, okay, for a start. And if we can break above 16.6, if that happens for Solana, like see eventually around 18-ish dollars, $20 is very possible also, but around these levels. But I don't want to get into it since it's still pretty much looking weaker. Okay, so 4-hourly, our site is in bullish territories, and we got resistance around these levels, so we could see push, but for me it really doesn't mean much unless we can break above this critical level, really around $15. So until then, same. Guys, look at this. Look at the joke of the year. It's, well, a week ago or 2 weeks ago, I spoke about, this probably happening, seeing a bounce. Even though, like, do not ask me why, I'm just reading TA, but TA was saying that we were at, demand zones, support levels, and strange enough, people came in and bought. Like, I do not know why, but here we go. Craziness. Okay, chat. Let's take a few minutes just to cool off, watch the market. How's it going, chat? Viewers, lurkers, how's it going? So BNB, MACD looking bullish, got some nice, momentum, positive momentum going on, but it is getting weaker. So our size still below neutral. Like we've seen better, strength when it comes to BNB. On the weekly, because we gotta talk about the weekly since it's the weekly close stream, right? On the weekly, it's looking fine, I guess. Like it would have been a bit more troublesome if we closed, below $280, just to be a bit more conservative, but it's looking fine. It's still, holding above this midterm moving average. And looking at my other screens, short-term moving average is kind of acting as some type of support right now, like it's touching it, but I can't say it's looking as strong as Bitcoin's. Okay, not on the weekly. Nice indecision candle on the Monday, but we'll see where it goes. On the daily, losing strength in the positive momentum. MACD still look bullish. Our side is above neutral, yeah. But we do have some resistance, guys. Like we have support, fine. We have support around these levels, okay. Let me just draw it out so you guys are aware what's going on. So we have some support around these levels. If this breaks on a daily, if we close below $284, not only on a daily, on a 4-hourly, time frame as well, we can very much, come and retest, 274. That would be the next support level I see on the 4-hourly chart. Okay. Well, I can just draw a line. If we break this one though, even on a 4-hourly, like we close any 4-hourly candle below this one, see eventually around these levels. Okay, simple as that. And when it comes to resistance, guess what? It's the same as before. Okay, I can draw this up a little bit like this. We still have resistance between $304 to $311. Okay, Next one would be around $330. If we can break above, $330, then see, eventually around, 360 to even $400, okay, around these levels. But for a start, let's break above this resistance right here. Until then, not much gonna happen. This resistance, by the way, has been a very major resistance when it comes to BNB. I mean, the 300 to 310 level, it's a key level, guys, okay? So that's BNB. Also, TA has been respected so far. So it's cool. It's cool. Let's have a look at Dogecoin. Look, every time I bring out one of the charts, I just realize that TA is being respected, and I do not want to gloat, okay? But you guys can go ahead, check the other streams and see for yourselves. Like, I'm not trying to gloat, I'm being humble, but it's being respected, guys. I told you it's gonna be difficult to see, the levels of 0.12 to 0. The next levels, okay? Because I know a lot of people were looking at these areas because of the golden fib. And I do respect the golden fib, but everybody has their own style, right? I did tell you guys that if we can't, until we break out of this level right here, which would be around 0.010847 to 0.1114 levels, we won't be able to see, the golden fib area reached, okay? So far on Dogecoin, let's have a look at the weekly first of all, since it's the weekly close on Dogecoin as well. And let me bring out my other chart where we can see the moving averages for people usually use, okay? Okay, so it's still looking bearish. Moving average is still looking bearish pretty much. Fine, keep that in mind. Also here, kind of the same thing, okay? We did have some indecision going on, but doesn't look like the bears are in control when it comes to Dogecoin, really. Not yet, okay? Thing is, let's give this one 24 to 48 hours to mature, so we will get into, because I think we're gonna be able to read a bit more here than anything else, okay? Daily, I do not like how it's looking, and you guys might be a bit confused, but I have my reasons looking at the Eastern indicators, okay? So we have resistance. It's gonna be completely different if we break a daily above 0.0108 to 0.01114, 1114 levels. That would be a different situation. But I don't like how some indicators are looking on the daily, guys, okay? RSI is in bullish territories, I think. Yes, it is. We are still holding above this, support level that I spoke about in the last live stream, I think 4 days ago, 3 days ago or so. We are still above it. If we break below it, though, we can come back, in range between, somewhere around these levels. When I would be cautious is if we get below, like if we have a close below $0.087, okay? Even on a 4-hourly candle, then I'd be cautious. Until then, if we do something like we did last time, remember, we pulled down. I think it was when it came to this levels, I told you guys that we could pull down, range between this, level, and then probably see it, push again, which kind of happened. Okay, we came down, we held this support, we ranged around this area a little bit, and then it pushed a bit higher, right? But I do like I've seen better like action when it comes to Dogecoin. Like I don't know right now. Yeah, I bet like for Dogecoin, I bet of course there's a possibility it pulls with Bitcoin. If Bitcoin gets a push, but looking at the TA, now that's just hopium when I say if Bitcoin pulls up, or it's gonna take some other altcoins with it. But if we're gonna talk TA, I do not think it's looking strong right now, guys. There are some things indicating that. Okay, looking at the indicators, we are losing strength in the positive momentum that we have. Let me have a look at the 4-hourly. Yeah, same thing here. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we pull back down a little bit, to on the 4-hourly. Like, I wouldn't be surprised at all if we see 0.099, dollars, because then if we if we break this level right here, let me just do this. Yeah, well, we're gonna be going all the way to 0.09 levels. Wouldn't be surprising, but I don't think Dogecoin is excuse me. I don't think Dogecoin is looking, strong right now. We still couldn't break above this resistance. Looking at the daily, there are some signs telling us that a pullback is very much possible. Yes, I know prior daily candle, closed, pretty bullish, but it doesn't mean much if we can't, close above this level at least on a 4-hourly note, okay? To start with. We close the 4-hourly candle above this red dotted line or red dashed line, then fine. If we don't, we won't be able to see, the action to the upside. So I don't know. I'd put my money into it, going lower before anything else when it comes to Dogecoin. And we're talking, hypothetical paper trades, so I don't want you guys to go ahead and take the trade. You guys can do what you want, but this is not financial advice, so okay. That's why I have to be careful and let you guys know we're talking hypothetically, okay? What I do is different thing, but what you guys do, it's up to you. Besides, this is just for educational purpose. That's why we're talking, hypothetical and so on, okay? But I put my money into it, coming, a pullback before anything else by the looks of it right now. And some people might not agree, but it's okay. Just my opinion. Ralph, you home yet? Or did you reach your destination? Thank you, Ralph. Best stream for the best people. Awesome. Yeah, home sweet home. It's always fun to travel, go around and so on, but at the end, home is always home. Okay, pulling down the pace a little bit back down. Like, guys, I am under the weather. I'm not feeling my best. Like, still haven't fully recovered, but I'm here trying to give you the best, educational analysis and so on. TA has been respected since the last stream and the shorts video when I spoke about a pullback, coming, incoming, which we saw also. But in general, the weekly TA kind of looks fine. If you find value in the contents that I bring, do not forget to subscribe, like, and hit that bell. Ladies and gents, Ralph, how long was I like speaking to myself? Like, if you wouldn't have let me know that I had the mic on mute, it would have been a stream to waste. On top of that, my energy to waste. I hope I didn't go for long. Like, that's a bummer. I might edit the stream so, because people who probably replay it are gonna think that the whole stream ended up that way. Hopefully not. Yeah, I know, Ralph. Thank you. We gotta watch each other's back in this world, 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, 5 minutes I was talking to myself. Wow. Wow. My bad, people. That was an accident. Yeah, I'm probably gonna, yeah, it happens. It happens sometimes. But I'm probably gonna edit it when the stream is over. So it starts from the point where I start speaking. Otherwise, I can imagine a lot of people will think that I was just, scrolling around, not doing much, just moving the cursor left and right. I'm here, guys, just watching the market and trying to take a minute rest. Let's look at something fun. Hold on. So, guess who's being wrecked today? Shorts. Shorts having a horrible day. Like, what the? Look at this. 1.4 million in Ethereum wrecked. 1 million in BTC wrecked. And I'm talking about the shorts because I can imagine that they are, well, they're shorting probably, the support levels. Probably, I don't know, but this is not a good look. Can we check the dollar chart? Um, Ralph, which dollar chart? Do you mean the DXY or dollar against euro? I mean, it's looking good. It's not looking bad. I'm looking at the weekly, but yeah, like might start, going down soon. You know. Oh, you can't see it. Hold on. Look here, Ralph. Look, there is, strength, but there is some, resistance incoming also. So, but it's looking like the euro against the dollar is looking, strong right now. In general, we're probably gonna see it rise. A little pullback, a little bit, a little pullback short term, but yeah, probably gonna rise a bit more. A bit more, okay? It's looking sweet, Ralph. So far, it's looking well, Ralph. I can't, just remember to take it away because I always see, Ralph. But I'll try to remember what you said. But look, like I said, short term, we might see, some, type of, it might lose its strength, okay, short term, but it's looking like it's not looking bad when it comes to the monthly, for example. Let's have a look at the DXY as well, as we're looking at the. Okay. Hmm. Whoa. Okay, this is kind of good for for Bitcoin, and I told you guys why. Anybody who watched the stream before, you know why. But like if 103, 103 points does not hold, I'm gonna go a bit lower because this look is not good. The support was holding for a while, but look at this now. Broke out of it. Looking a bit worrisome, yeah? Ralph, wait. I mean, is the dollar looking good against euro? I thought you were asking if the dollar was looking good. And I thought you meant, euro versus USDT. Do you mean USD versus the euro? That's a different situation. Hold on. Then we should be looking at this one, not this one. Right? Did I understand you correctly? Because here it's like looking fine. At the moment, 1 euro would be equivalent to 1.057 US dollars, okay? And it's probably gonna go a bit higher. But here it's different, okay? Here it's a bit different. 1 USD is equivalent to 0.94, 59 euros at the moment. And also, like, we might see a bounce soon, since we are at some type of support. See now. Yeah, we might, if this support holds, we might, see a turnaround. But it's kind of looking bearish right now. FYI, it's looking bearish, okay? On the weekly, we might see if the support holds, then it turns around. But daily, yeah, we can come back to 0.9, 6 again probably, but it's kind of looking bearish. We'll see if this support around 0.9 or ish levels, okay, somewhere around these levels holds. If it does, we could see, some type of reversal, but until then, it's kind of looking weak. It's good that I read the chat, because I thought you meant, the euro against the dollar. Uh-oh, ape. Uh-oh, ape. Okay. Look at this. Prior weekly candle close was an indecision candle, which is probably, not what you want to see. We would have loved it like, well, I would have loved it even more if it could have closed above 4.04 levels, okay? 4.1, be a bit more conservative, but this is fine. Not that far, so it's fine. Still some positive momentum on the histogram. That's also not bad. Our site is still below neutral. This on the weekly. Let's head over to the daily. We are like getting above this critical level right here. We do have resistance around 4.6, 4. You know, 5-ish, 4.6 levels. If we can close above that one, not much holding us probably until 5.1 and so on first. But we need to break above this level right here, 4.5 to 4.6 4.6 areas, okay? Because we might meet resistance at that level. Before that one, another resistance here. But this is so far looking good. In 2 hours, if we can have a close above this resistance line, our resistance line, we're probably gonna come back and retest at least this level first before seeing 4.6 at least later, okay? Major resistance would be still around. I think I spoke about this last time. Major resistance is still around. Have a look at the daily. Yeah, $5.96. Okay, somewhere around these levels, fine. So that hasn't changed yet. But we need a daily candle close at least above $5.4, okay? $5.4 to see a bit more rise to this side that I'm talking about. For now, we do have some nice support that is holding. Let me see now. If this breaks, guys, do not be like surprised if we go all the way to 3.5, 3.5, yeah, 3.52, $3.4 if this support breaks and doesn't hold. Until then, as long as we're above this critical level right here, I'll be thinking about the resistance levels that it can come and retest, After that, next one would be, around 5.2-ish, 5.3-ish. After that, not much kind of holding us. So 4.3 is one of those major ones that needs to break, that it needs to break above 4. Well, not only 4.3, but 4.3-ish to 4.5-ish, okay? We started developing some positive momentum on the histogram. MACD is bullish on the 4-hourly. RSI is in bullish territories as well. It's looking nice for Ape. Also on the daily, RSI around, like close to bullish territories. Like if weekly, if this week's candle close anywhere, above 4.8 at least, it's gonna be nice for ape. So that's ape in short. The guys, TA being respected so far, so good. What's Dodge doing? Like, I'm still not convinced about Dodge. Like, only way I'm gonna be convinced is at least if we see an hourly close above 0.105. Okay, and I'm being conservative, 0.105 on an hourly. Okay, fine, we can come back and retest these levels, but I'm still not convinced. Okay, ladies and gents, since I'm still a bit under the weather, I'm gonna call it a show. You guys have been like informed last week already and informed again today about what could, happen, what might happen, what could come, and resistance and support levels as usual. So I'll be back hopefully on the next live stream. We'll continue. If there's any development, anything like hype, I will go live again, okay? Whether I'm under the weather or not, I'll try to go live again. Thank you for tuning in. And Ralph, thank you for tuning in. I hope you found value in the stream as usual, and everybody else as well. Those of you replaying, if you find value in the contents that I bring, do not forget to subscribe, like, and hit the bell to be notified in time before I go live next time. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for all the love and the contributions as well. Good night.